Good evening, sinners and saints. It is your host, TheDemonFergus, back again with another MetaZoo video. So, a lot of news was dropped these last couple of days, and I wanted to go ahead and go through a lot of it, as I feel like I have a good voice for the competitive scene and collecting. So, right here on the 30th, Mike dropped a huge bombshell for us. At everyone, what an incredible year it's been for MetaZoo. Don't worry, we're only going bigger and better in 2023. Here's a list, here's a look at our plans for the new year, core products, books, animated series, and more. And then the Towers roadmap, which is right here, but we're going to go ahead and take a little quick look at what they have planned for us for 2023. So we got the revive boards for both UFO and Seance, and the streamer kits, which I'm really excited. I do wish that we would see a MetaZoo hour. For those of you who don't know what MetaZoo hour is, Mike actually does a hour where he answers a lot of the questions for everybody in the Discord. So if you're not in the Discord, I'll go ahead and pop it right here, and it'll also be in the description below. I highly recommend getting into the Discord. This is the best way to talk to a lot of other fellow MetaZoo casters, and if you want interested in playing, you can also meet people and see what you can get involved in the community. But the streamer kits, hopefully we can get more information if those are exclusive to like whatnot streamers, drip or whatever, or actual streamers, people who live stream opening packs and products like I do. Hopefully we get some more clarification on that. There's not going to be any Valentine's set as of what we know, unless they're going to drop some hidden bombshells, which I'm sure they would. This is stuff that I feel like they probably just have confirmations that it's going to be done at that time. So we have nothing in February. March, we have the MetaZoo Foundation Gala, and then also the Tops Chrome. April is going to be great because we finally get our new set of the year, which is going to be native. And then we also have the arcade series. So that's really going to be interesting because we're going to see something in September, which we'll get to there in a second. And then we got more revive with native. So we'll be all caught up with the revive boards by then. And then Hero Quest 3.0. And depending on when you're watching this, which we'll get to a later post on here, Mike said that the revive boards, Hero Quest, my bad, I'm sorry, the Hero Quest 2.0 is being shipped out already. Then July we got Comic-Con, we got our book 1 for Cryptid Nation, and then we got animated shorts, which I'm really excited. They haven't announced as of this video of 1/3/2023. They haven't announced who is voicing anybody, because I do know that Mike asked the community that he wanted some of the community members to voice some characters. And you know your boy wants to throw his hat in the ring. So there's that. Then we got War in August, which I'm really excited for. And then Revive Boar War on the same month. So that's going to be really exciting. And then September, we finally get the MetaZoo Online TCG client. That is something a lot of people have been asking for in both the casual and competitive community. Something that we've been really wanting to play. Everybody's so used to tabletop, but the unfortunate part is that a lot of it is manual, which is it's fine because it's a manual in person regardless. But this should be something that competes to like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh, where it's automatic for you. So I'm really interested to see how that's going to work, because unfortunately there are cards that work differently in real life, i.e. Beast of Skull, the whole hand thing. I feel like that's stuff that they need to ban in the game, but we'll see how they take care of it. I'm sure MetaZoo is really taking their time with it. I mean, this is something we've been asking for like a year already, or like a year or two. So we're finally getting it, or at least probably like a teaser for it. Still no information, but it's supposed to be there. Then we got the SCP, which is going to be fantastic. Our SCP set, instead of it just being a small mini set that was supposed to be released in December, they decided to move it up, and it's going to be our Halloween set. That's going to be really exciting for those who are interested in the internet folklore and stuff like that. It's going to be really interesting to see what characters they're actually able to add. Because correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure a lot of the whole thing on the SCP website is that you could use any of the characters and all that, but they just have to be credited. And it's like pretty much free use for anybody once you post it on their website. So I'm curious to see what creatures they'll be able to add in there. I'm still hoping we get a creepypasta set for maybe 2024. Halloween creepypasta. That'd be really interesting to see Jeff the Killer, Smiley Dog, Slenderman, and all them. That would be really interesting. Then we got the Comic-Con, which is going to be a huge importance in the competitive scene, which we'll get there in a minute. Then we got the Streamer Kits 2.0. So same thing with the first one. So we're getting 2 this year. So this first one's probably gonna end up being like their little test run to see how it's gonna be dished out and everything, and then whatever feedback they get from this one, they'll probably end up setting it up for 2.0. And then we got the MetaZoo Comics 7 Seas. That is going to be another interesting aspect of what they're going to do. I really like that they're doing both a book and comics. So this will probably be its own separate story for my guess. But we'll see. Then we also got the competitive roadmap, which is the towers. Something that we've been getting teased since last year, and something a lot of us competitive players have been so patiently waiting, and we're finally getting the news. So let's go ahead and crack down to that. At everyone, along with all our products released in 2023, this year is huge to be huge in the MetaZoo competitive events. Tournaments and conventions will be held, but for now, let's take a look at the roadmap for the towers. Who is going to be our first tower caster? Each tower event will have a crash prize of $50,000, accumulating to a total prize of 1.25 mil for the Caster Cup at New York City Comic Con 2023, which is going to be in October. Each tower event will have an exclusive pins, plush, jerseys, and many more items. In order to participate in these events, you must be registered in the MPN and have participated in an event to completion at a local game store. Stay tuned for more details regarding each event, and all the goodies and surprises are in store for these. We have in store for them. So this is what's going to be important right here. So there could be possibilities. Again, this is all just speculations. So towers might be, I guess, if you want to talk about it in like Pokemon terms, towers could be set as our regionals, where you have to participate in at least one of these towers to be able to play at the Caster Cup, where Caster Cup will be equivalent to our Worlds. Or they could just allow anybody to go to Caster Cup. Again, this is speculations. They can just change it up a notch. But so far, we have all these towers already confirmed. We have nothing in January, February. March, we have the Water Tower at the Frogman Festival. Then on April, we have the Earth Tower, which is going to be a native pre-release party. So for those of you who are coming in, MetaZoo's been so far doing events corresponding with sets. UFO had Roswell. Seance had Salem, which I have attended both of them, and Seance was amazing. And then we have Native, which does not have a confirmed location yet, but a lot of people are speculating either Oklahoma, North Dakota, South Dakota, somewhere around those areas. So we'll see exactly how they turn out to be, and I'm really excited to be a part of that, hopefully. Then we got Forest, which, oh god, all them fearsome critters. Was going to be at the Hodag Heritage Festival. Then June is a non-confirmed location, so kind of hoping fire is going to be Texas because, you know, we'd be burning up over here. Lightning is going to be at Collecticon, Kansas, and then Spirit is going to be in Long Beach Collecticon, and Dark is going to be at the Mossman Festival, and October is going to be our Caster Cup with New York Comic Con, which is going to be exciting. So again, all speculations. My theory is that you have to participate at one of these events in order to be able to qualify at the Caster Cup. And if they do it that way, you just have to participate at any tournament, because it just says event completion at a local card store. So as long as you played at a registered MPN and participate in a tournament, I guess during this year or next year or last year, to completion, you will be qualified to enter at any of these towers. And then those towers might give you qualifications to enter at the Caster Cup. That's something that they did last year as well. Except with towers, it was just, you just have to participate at a local LGS tournament to qualify into the Caster Cup. And that was crazy, because literally the last month before the month and the last month leading up to Caster Cup, we were getting people, because I'm based here in Dallas, Texas. We're getting people from Arkansas, Kansas, Ohio, Oklahoma. Like, we're getting people driving down to us to participate at a event just to qualify for the Caster Cup, which was crazy. So I do hope it's going to be something like that, where instead of having to drive the places, they just have to play once at their home local tournament and then qualify for these events. I do like the fact that they're shifting a little bit more towards these events. So maybe next year we'll see, like, I'm pretty sure this place for Bigfoot and all that stuff, or Chessie. So maybe we'll start seeing more festivals where MetaZoo starts having tournaments at those locations. Still good that we still see some Collecticon stuff, because I know a lot of people love going to cons. I do myself. So we still have 2 cons back to back. So that's going to be fun time. I really do enjoy going to a lot of these. I was fortunate enough to travel to a lot of Collecticons last year. I think I made it to all except Kansas, because it was right after Caster Cup and I was like dead tired. So I was like, nah, I'm good. But I'm excited that there's still some Collecticons events. And the Comic-Con one is going to be interesting, because New York is already normally fully booked for Comic-Con. And depending if they're going to have a separate location, and then day 2 is going to be at the main space, where they're going to give everybody badges. Whoever made to day 2 are going to be participating at the Caster Cup. Same thing like they did with Collecticon for the Caster Cup last year. Day 1 was still inside the same building, but in its separate location. And then day 2, they had the top 32 people play right next to the MetaZoo booth. And that will be really exciting to play in front of all these people in Comic-Con. I feel like a lot of people will get some notice, and it will definitely bring a lot of buzz to MetaZoo. But yeah, 50,000 at each tower. We still don't know how they're gonna separate all the money and everything. If they're just going to make it all random, or they're just going to give it to all first place, or they're just going to chop it down where it's like, cool, 20,000 for first, and then they just start going down tier list of price support and all that. But I'm excited. It's going to be fantastic. We also starting to get teasers for spoiler packs for native, which we aren't going to see native until April. So that's going to be really interesting. They've been doing a great job with everything, with a lot of their releases. So I'm really excited how they're going to do with native and so on and so forth. So we already have right here also our incredible R&D team and place testers have worked around the clock, and we are proud to announce that we have around 33 indigenous Native American tribes represented in native. Wow, that is really fantastic. You see, this is one thing I love about MetaZoo, is that whatever the sets start having representations and all that stuff, they start doing stuff for the community also, and involving as much as they can. So they do their homework, and I do love that, the fact that they do that, and it's just not a novelty for them. Then Seance blister packs in Target will include a Holo Tarot card and the Tarot Lego design as a promo. This will include Minor Arcana, something that it was not included in the eBay boxes, which you can check out my TikTok or Instagram where I open one of the eBay tarot boxes. And then right here, as you can see, Hero Crest 2 is shipping out next week. So we're already gotten stuff on the way. But yeah, let me know what you're excited about. I'm really excited for Towers as a competitive player, but also as a collector and a casual. I do love that we're starting to see the roadmap and everything. I am excited for the gala for the MetaZoo Foundation. That's going to be awesome. The online TCG client is going to be fantastic, and the streamer kits, I'm really excited, and hopefully we hear some news about who is eligible to get those, rather if it's just going to be like whatnot streamers and all that stuff, or actual streamers like people who just open content live like on Instagram or on Twitch or Facebook, stuff like that. So I did a prediction on the Caster Society YouTube channel, which you can go check out, link in the description, that these medals will be integrated once the towers come out. Something that we haven't seen yet, because these medals are actually involved with the Play Network, and I did predict that they're going to reset the Play Network, especially with towers involved, because there's a lot of these medals that you need a certain amount of points to achieve. So you see right here, medals awarded to 500 points, MetaZoo points, through the ranking of MetaZoo sanctioned tournaments. And just a quick rundown of these promos that you can get on your rankings, depending on how high you are. And this also includes benefits, which right here, benefits includes direct admission to state championships, admissions to states, regional championships, flight, hotels, fees, all covered. Stuff like this, where it gets better and better once you get higher tiers, which right here, bam, the cream of the crop. The owner of this page, the MetaZoo Emperor Caster, benefits include direct admissions to all championships, flights, hotels, entertainment fees, and custom merch are all fully covered. Equity in the MetaZoo games is also granted. And then this one is 12,500 points, which I'm sure they'll probably end up changing a lot of this stuff now that they're talking about towers and everything. So this might change, where it might say Caster Cup or Towers event. But right here you can see a list of all the people who are up here. As you can see, your boy right here, 25. I haven't played in a while, so I got kind of deranked a bit. So right here I have 901 points. That will get me the Apprentice medal. I'm already close to the intermediate caster, which I think everybody is. Yeah. Everybody's pretty much intermediate besides Hernandez right here and Johnson. They're already close to the Master Caster medal. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We got product on the way, and then we also got tower information. Let me know which product you guys are excited for, or which towers event. are you going to try to make, or which festival you want to. For sure, without a doubt, I'm going to try to make it to all of them, but for sure I would want to make it to the Mothman and Castor Cup, because that to me is the best ones. Not being biased. But as always, if you're a sinner, do a little bit of good out there. If you're a saint, don't be afraid to be a little bit naughty. But everybody spread some peace, love, and positivity. And just in case I don't see you guys on the next video, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I've been the TheDemonFergus. This has been MetaZoo, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.